Full time. Wolves 0, AFC Bournemouth 1. Ollie, how you feel about that?
Well, it's poetic, really. Of course, they won at our place. We also got a red card there, but that was. I don't know how it was 1-0. Honestly, Jose Sarr played one of the games of his life. Honestly, that was amazing from him. Travers gonna come on to that as well. Of course, I'm very defensive with Neto, but gotta say Travers played his socks off today. Christie, amazing. Cook, amazing. Just Kirkes with that red card. I didn't quite see. I didn't quite see the challenge. Well, I thought it was a fair challenge from where I was.
I've got to say, I thought it was a red, but
I need to see the replay
see it again.
Yeah.
But how does it feel? Because O'Neill came out with a lot of excuses before the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, VAR's not been his friend this season, and again, there's been a few decisions that haven't worked for him today. How do you think his press conference is going to go later on tonight? Because I can imagine what he's going to say.
It's going to be as per, isn't it? Just a Gary O'Neill moan fest. Did it at Bournemouth, he's doing it at Wolves. More of the same, really. And you just know he's going to be like, PJ Morel needs to sort it out. But from where I was, the second goal definitely offside. I wasn't quite sure about the first one being disallowed. But yeah, I think first half, a lot of decisions went our way, whereas second half, I'd say most of the decisions went Wolves' way, of course, apart from the goals. But yeah, I'd say overall, great performance. I think just before we got that red, we lacked a bit of, throughout the game really, we just lacked that clinicality, which, we're always saying that, aren't we? But I think overall, played an amazing game. I think everyone was very good, apart from maybe Kirkes because of that red. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
Nice one. Cheers. Kirk, we'll bring you on, and then Jakey afterwards. Kirk, how are you, fellow? You right?
Team Iriola. Mate, I'll never understand how that finished 1-0 and how we only scored one goal.
Based on the first half, mate, we should have been.
Yeah,
we should have been 2-3-0 up. Look, I'm trying to be as neutral as possible. Of course, I'm biased as a Bournemouth fan, but if I'm a neutral fan, I'm struggling to watch Wolves play.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting, but we should have been a few goals up, really.
At least, Semenyo had a half chance, Dom had a really good chance, Kluivert had probably the best chance before we scored. And we were the most energetic side of both teams, and we were the ones that wanted to take this game. And it felt like a Gary O'Neill I've seen before, where he just starts to look at it, see how the game plays out. He changed formation about 3 times in the second half. They'll never play us 11-11, will they? No. We went down to 10, but that's a clean sheet for Mark Travers, made up for him.
Yeah, good point, actually. Forgot about that. Yeah.
I said to you inside the Molineux as well that that's the 16th time we scored on the road this season, and the 6th away win of the season, which is an equal record that Eddie Howe achieved in our first Premier League season. Wow. So great to walk away from here. It's a long drive back, as we know. It was a long drive here. But great to take 3 points up to 10th, loving it.
There's a word, Schadenfreude, which I think is a German word, which means when you revel in the demise of others. Are you going to be experiencing a bit of that tonight?
I just love it. We lost to them earlier on in the season. I thought we were brilliant apart from not taking our chances, but again, we've seen that before, and that's something Iriola will probably look at next season. Can we be more clinical? Because we can put a lot of teams away if we are clinical, because we got the play now. They know what they need to do. They know how to roll it out, but we just got to score more goals and have more fun. It's 3 points. We had to dig in deep at the end, didn't we? A few VAR decisions we had to wait for. But I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving Iriola. And if we can finish 10th, 11th and progress next season, it's what we wanted, isn't it?
And if we're more clinical, that would have been a 3 or 4-0, wouldn't it?
We were the better team by far. Travers had a save to make in the first half, and then, of course, they've got the extra man. They're going to be more effective, and we just hope we can get over the line, and we did.
Nice one, Kirk.
Thank
you very much. Cheers, mate.
Soon.
Jakey, how are you, mate? By the way, have you got school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Legend, by the way. Legend for coming up. Thoughts, Jakey? What do you think?
I think it could have been easily 3-4-0 in the first half, but it's we just didn't take our chances. That almost came back to bite us, but Gary O'Neill will have a moan like he did when he was with us. Yeah, I didn't really see the challenge from where I was sitting, but it looks pretty high. It looks pretty reckless. Yeah, that wasn't great from Kirkes, I'll be honest, but Travers played well. Travers played really well. Who else? Alex Scott, I think. Very, very skillful. He was really good.
Yeah. A few players were tiring out, weren't they? But that's maybe unsurprising, really, wasn't it? Because Wolves were, putting it on us in the second half, and obviously that red card obviously didn't help. But yeah, there are players that you've called out there, very well done, like Alex Scott. I thought he had a great game. Who else do you think did well for us?
I think Travers played really well. I mean, Kirkus played well until the red card. And then, Semenyo was good as always. Don was good. Unai was good when he came on. I think overall it was a good game, but they definitely put pressure on in the second half. But we just did well to keep it at 1-0.
Jakey, brilliant. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. Really appreciate that. Love that. Tom?
Let's get it done.
I tried to give him a fist bump, but he wasn't interested.
He wasn't interested at all. El Marino?
El Marino?
El Marino, is it still on?
So for Wolves fans who are watching, what does El Marino mean?
We keep a clean sheet, which we did tonight. Yeah, I know you put the ball in the net twice, but we kept a clean sheet tonight, so little cheeky pizza on the way.
It's a pizza company down in Bournemouth and Paul. I'll make sure you get it because there's a code, you can get 10% off, whatever. Well done. No, Bun will get free, whatever it is.
Oh, grow up. What a win. I know that Wolves have had a lot of decisions go against them, so they'll be feeling it. I think I went down.
Yeah, time to be humble now, right? Just take off your Bournemouth cloak.
I couldn't cope when it went to like 10 minutes out.
I noticed. Where were you?
I went to the toilet to cry, and then I heard them cheer, so I ran out, looked at the screen, and it was so close. But they got the
was
lights.
it? Yeah, you know what? I didn't see how close it was.
So close, but they got the lights out, and we were all saying there was a few of us down there, and we went, he is just off.
And it seemed like the Wolves players have resigned themselves to that.
Yeah, he was just off.
Because sometimes you see them hanging around the referee. This time they just,
And the first one I want to see it back, but me and Jamie, I think it was, were saying, we were going, he fouled him there, but then obviously the build-up and they scored, and obviously they've gone back that far, which is obviously a plus for us. They got a red card, which Steve Hensman, who's behind the camera, credit to him. I didn't see it at the time. I thought, Kirkus got a bit late, but Steve went, that's a red. And obviously he gave it. Kirk has played really well when he has been, and he's just given himself the season off now, basically. He's got a 3-game ban, so that was a bit of a disappointment. But apart from that, you can talk about decisions all you want. We should have been out. I mean, honestly, that game could have been any scoreline. I mean, we absolutely murdered them from minute one. And then to be fair to us, we showed a different part of us when we went down to 10. It was nervy, but we defended it pretty well. We thoroughly deserved that game. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, that was ridiculous how it was 1-0 for so long. I mean,
it felt like we were all over them, especially that first half.
It
It really did feel like we were all over them. And I can remember Mark Travers being called into action once with a good save, by the way.
Very good
but
save.
You know what? Mark Travers made a number of good claims, as you said.
Yeah,
I thought he's done really well.
Yeah, I'm not even going to claim the save. I mean, the save was a good save, but I'm not claiming Neto wouldn't save that. It's a good goalkeeper save, but Neto could have saved that. It's more the commanding of your area. There was, about 4 times I just saw him come out and catch the ball, and I thought, I can't remember our goalkeeper doing that for a long time. So that was pleasing. Fair play to Neto at the end. He come over, he was buzzing. So obviously, as they all say, good in the dressing room and that. He probably knows he's been off it, and Travers has come in and done a good job for us. But big clean sheet, and as I say, mate, I thought this is what we try and be a little bit humble. We've been saying, if there's Wolves fans watch the preview and stuff, we have tried to say that he's obviously done a really good job at Wolves, because I thought they'd be in and amongst it, and they haven't been all season.
And he's got some big results this season, which Irola maybe hasn't.
Yeah, big results. He's missing. I mean, Neto is their best player, and Craig Dawson gives them a lot of experience in the back. So they're missing a couple of really key players. But if you want to know why we prefer it, just watch that game. Because that is one team, 2 teams that are on the beach, really. They're both Europe, maybe. But 2 teams that really are mid-table. One team that just has a go, plays expansive football, takes risks, tries to score goals, attack. And another team who soaks it up and tries to nick something from a set piece.
Yeah, the average positions will be quite revealing, won't they? Because when we've seen them before, they kind of sit inside their own half, and then they try to counter on the transition, and that's probably what it will be again. But alas, it didn't work for them this time.
No, it didn't. And and I thought all the changes worked well. I thought Clive had done well wide, and Scott played well, so that was really pleasing as well, to show we can use that if we need to. Mate, I'm happy, and it wasn't just Bournemouth one tonight, football one tonight.
All right, okay.
All right.
Mike, and then we'll get Jamie on afterwards. We'll get you. Mike,
Hi.
How are you?
So, fine. What a funny game that was.
Feel better than what you did after Villa?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's strange because we played really well in the first half of Villa, and we played really well in the first half of this, and then the first 20 minutes of the second half we were just all over them. There was just only one team in it. Why on earth we didn't put away and finish them off, I just do not know. We would just wave after wave. and then I don't know what happened. We just suddenly just unfolded. I don't know what happened. I really can't see what happened. And then obviously it ended up with them equalising, and we took a big sigh of relief when it was the VAR decision. And then old Cherries, he played really well. So that was a shame, but I think the guys dug in well, and I think the fans were more nervous than the players actually, because I think they handled it pretty well in the end. But I was just disappointed that we didn't finish them off. It was a classic. Before they scored, I said to Jamie, "Oh God, this is typical Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They're going to score," and they did. And I mean, we could all feel it. And we just cannot finish the teams off. It's a shame, but I mean, in the end, 1-0. It's we got there in the end, and thought Lewis Cook played well. It was nice to have the goalkeeper who can catch the ball in the goal. Played really well, and Sam Cook has played pretty well, and I'd like Smith as well. But it was a shame. We just sort of. It's one of those games that could have gone one way or the other. It could have they could have equalised, and it could have been counted, and then they could have scored another. So it could have been one of those. But we're fortunate we got the right result, and so it's 3 points, hey ho, and it's good.
Superb. Mike, you said it
Cheers.
all. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Jamie, how are you? Right, so Jamie, by the way, subscribe to this because you can see the vlog tomorrow. Jamie behind me he's got his head in his hands throughout that second half. Nervous, worried, anxious, but we got through it, mate.
It's a really weird game because it's a game that could have been 4-0 us, 3-0 us.
Yeah.
But it's also a game, if VAR's not on our side there, it's 2-1 Wolves. And it's just really weird, but I was trying to think of man of the match, and I struggled because everyone was so good first half, but I can't really name a standout from the second half. So I'm just going to go Iraola. Because we've got the better manager, let's be honest. We've got the better manager. Wolves aren't going to like it, but we do. We're above them finally, which seems like the first time this season. So I don't know if you were on Instagram, but when they beat us, they were saying, "You just got O'Neill." They're all over our Instagram comments. So it should be fun on the other way around. And as Tom could say, Europe, could we? Could we? 5 points.
Could we?
Chelsea last day of the season, can you imagine that?
You never know.
Good week.
Jamie, thanks for coming on, mate.
Cheers, man.
Really appreciate it. Right, Tom's holding the camera now. Fair play to you, Tom. This must be new for you. Should I just keep you hanging? I might keep you hanging. Should I do a dance? Look, Bournemouth won 1-0 at Molineux tonight. Good win. We've got a vlog tomorrow. You might want to subscribe. Limbs. That's all I'm saying. Tom couldn't watch the last part of the game. Up the chest. Come on.